Hey y'all, come on in, get ready for class. If you ain't got your notebook, go take some time and go get your notebook because we're talking about becoming that woman. Becoming that woman. That's today's leadership class this morning on the Lead Her Morning Show. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Good morning. All my ladies, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Lead Her Morning Show. Come on in. Today we're talking about becoming that woman. Let's become her. I'm going to teach you. What's up, hero boy? What's up, Juan? Listen, Juan, I seen you say good evening. So late at night, what I do is, I'll be saying, I was like, God, what more can I do to make sure that people can get their homework? And then the idea just popped up, like, press live and just have the screen of the homework up for that day or for that week, because it's people that have not ran into me or have not seen me. And so that'll give them something. Maybe they can catch it. So that's what it was. So I caught the comment later. So yeah, so I don't really be on there. I just put the thing up and pew. So what's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today's class is about becoming that woman. Now, I know I have a lot of men that come in here because y'all love Coach Nye. But here's the thing. All of this can apply to men as well. It's just that I cater it to women because I'm a woman. This is the Lead Her Morning Show. But the leadership can apply to anyone. So if you're in here, it's okay. As long as men, you do how you want women to do, sit back and be quiet and let us have the show. You sit back. You can be seen but not heard. So sit back and let us have our moment, okay? But also it's important for men, the ones that's in here, because as you know, you may have had a mom or aunt or someone that maybe raised kids by themselves, or just was a single mom all this time, and for a long time you look at them like, just go out and date, just go out. And it's not that easy. It's not that easy to transition from being the caretaker, the mom, the wife, all these different things, to now being single, right? And just get out there. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy for me. Like, I would go sit and they like, well, just go sit at a bar. I'm sitting at a bar and nobody's talking to me. Now, they always look at me. But a guy explained to me, you look like you look like you would be married. Like, why wouldn't you be married? And if you're not married, what is it with you? You know what I mean? And then another thing that I'm not going to say a strike against me, but this is how men see me. And I always looked at those type of men like, well, you're not supposed to be, you're not my type anyway. You're not supposed to be in my life anyway. But they would think like, okay, you got all of this. How do you got all of this? You got men taking care of you, gold digger type stuff. But they never, and I felt always disrespected when people did that, because what you just told me, what I heard come out your mouth, is that a black woman can't be successful and buy these things herself. She has to have a man. She has to have something. Is that what you're telling me? And so now I don't want to talk to you. Now I don't want you to speak to me. Now carry on, because you just discredited me and you didn't even know me. How disrespectful. See? We could have elevated each other's lives, but here you is, over here in the slums. Now I'm taking you back out with the trash. Out of there. Listen, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. So, of course, we got a good class today. So let me do my intro, y'all. Good morning and welcome to the Lead Her Morning Show, where we talk about leadership, healing, self-love, discipline, and becoming the woman we are called to be. This is your time to reset your mind, grow, reflect, and start your day with intention. So today we're going to talk about becoming that woman. Oh, I like it, because that is part of the healing that a lot of people miss, because they're so focused on, if I don't have this, that means I haven't made it. They're so focused on the goal versus the transformation into it, the journey along the way, right? So this is me becoming that woman. Before, I kept looking like, okay, I want to grow, I want to heal, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I was missing where I was. I was achieving things. I was growing, right? I was growing so good. I was maturing. Things about me had just changed. But I thought becoming that woman, right, and that leader, well, why ain't nobody contacting me, offering me contracts and doing all these different things? I had to change the way I thought about what God have for me. See, you'll miss your God bless opportunities focusing on your inheritance and your path and your purpose with your physical eyes, ears, and beliefs. So, in order to become her, what's the first thing you need to do? You need to start acting like the woman you want to become. And since I have men in here, start acting like the person that you want to become. Now, I'm not talking about fake it till you make it. See, there's a difference. Fake it till you make it is, I'm only out here in these streets to show y'all this thing so I can get your money and I'm out. Yeah, because I don't act anything like I'm teaching you to act. Because when the lights off, doors closed, baby, I'm up in here, doing everything under the sun that I tell you not to do. I'm doing all the toxic things that I tell you not to do. So those are the type things. Start acting like the woman you want to become. So the fake it till you make it is pretending. The one that's growing, listen, let's get into it because I jump ahead of myself. So a lot of people are waiting to feel ready before they change. That's what a lot of people, we wait. Okay, when I feel ready, then I'm going to do this. Okay, when I feel called, then I'm going to do this. When I do this, I'm going to, it's the quid pro quo with God. God, when you do this, then I'm going to do this, right? But once I become confident, I'll act differently. That's what you say. Once I become confident, I'll act differently. Once I reach that level, I'll move differently. But I just got to get through this first, right? The first thing before we change anything, we have to dismantle or settle down or fix whatever we're in right now. Like, well, I just got to get this. I got to get these bills paid down and then I can focus on opening up a career. I got to do this before I start opening a business. My priorities. I can't do that, and I got kids to feed. I can't work, feed my kids, and open a business. I can't. This is what you say. Because you're trying to live the true, authentic you from what? The physical survival mode, a mindset. So what's another thing you say? Once things change, I'll change. But I'm going to tell you, it works opposite. A lot of people are waiting to feel ready before they change. But it's opposite. The opposite way is you don't become her first. You don't just show up as her like, yeah, I'm her. No, you have to start acting like her first. You have to change things about you. You got to change the way, you got to change your mindset. You can't have a mindset of a survival mode toxic woman talking about you want to be the next healed woman. You want to be married from the Bible. You want to be that Proverbs 31 woman. You want to walk like that. But yet you still over here talking about listen, I'm looking for my Boaz, and if he ain't looking for me, if he don't see me in the field, you see me walking down, if he don't come to me, then I ain't going to do this and this, that, and the third. He can keep on going because my Boaz going to find me. Well, yeah. You want the best looking man, but you in the trap thirsty hood is holding a wall club every week. Even when the club ain't jumping, you still in there with the bartenders and you still in there with the owners. That's how well they know you around there. You outside the club, hanging out. Everybody know where to find you except for your Boaz because he's looking for you as that future you. Do you understand? A lot of us will want something, but the jobs that we want and the income that we want is looking for us as well, but as that future us. See, the present us, we ain't getting too far. We're going to get only what the hood going to give us. Our environment is going to give us, right? Listen, in Gary, Indiana, growing up, if you wanted to be successful, you get in the mill. Like there's other jobs out there. There's government jobs. There's other things there, but you get in the mill. And it's not the fact that you make so much money because you got to work overtime, right? You got to work overtime. A lot of people, they don't tell that part. But what I'm trying to say is that's the mindset of if you want to be successful, that's where you got to be because everybody know if you work in the mill, you getting that paper. That's what they think. But for me, nah, I'm not doing it. One thing my mom told me when I was younger, I was always trying to get my mom's attention, so I would say and do anything. And my mom was a single mom raising us, and I was the responsible one. So she didn't spend a lot of time like nurturing me because she felt I got it. She had stuff to do, right? And I didn't understand that until I got older. And I remember I was sitting on her lap, and I had to be young. I'm sitting on her lap, and I turned around, and my aunt Emma Jean, she asked me, what do I want to be when I grow up? And I turned and looked at my mama. And I said, I want to work at the steel mill. And immediately she snapped. No, you will not, because she worked at the steel mill. And I was like, okay, but what she don't understand, she made me feel as a kid, the way she snapped, I didn't know she was telling me you're going to be better than me. What I took in was, I'm not good enough for nothing for this lady. I'm not even good enough to be like her, right? So there was a child processing adult decisions. But if I would have stayed in that environment, that's what I would have became, right? And I would never have the success, the homes, the things that I want, because that's waiting on the future me. When you don't believe in yourself and you stay in the environment of pretty much this is who we are, right? This is that struggle mentality. I always hear this one guy, he always talking about how he got it out the mud. I just look at him like, bro, you 40. You still getting it out the mud. You still talking about hustling. You still talking about this. You still get up every day and you go out there. And Drewski said it the best in the skit, that them jokers get up early in the morning. They have the longest, dudes that have no jobs or nothing have hood dude have the longest days ever. Baby, they start at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. By midnight, they done did 20, 70, 80 jobs already. They done did everything, including footwork dancing in front of their homeboys. They done did so many things in one day and ain't made no money. Do you understand what I'm saying? They did all this and made no money. And you know what the money that they did make? They went ahead and went and bought some Popeyes or whatever it was, or whatever little 2-piece thing that they can get, whatever it is, wherever it is, that is going to be where the 304's at, so they can buy a meal and look up in their face. Right? They did all this and still can't pay a bill. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to stay in that mentality of a struggle and that mindset, then baby, you're never going to become her or him. But listen, it's much more to that. You have to start acting like her first. And how you start acting like her first is accepting that you want change. Acknowledge. I'm acknowledging that I want change. I want to change. Right? Not to fake it till you make it. We said that already. What happened to the singer Pink? Listen, don't be coming over here disrupting my I'm gonna put you on mute because you done messed me all up. Now I got to go find out with Pink. Because I like Pink. Don't you come back up in here messing up my class. Talking about somebody and having me up in here like Martin Mama. Talking about my bird. Listen. So, becoming her is not being fake it till you make it, pretending to be somebody. You're not pretending to be somebody and hanging it up at the end of the night. No, you're actually becoming her. So, if your her is a calm, peaceful person, then start today by, okay, I'm just going to, what does peace look like to you? Maybe it's green plants. Go get your green plant. Go get the seeds. Matter of fact, go get the seeds to that green plant. Plant the seeds and then nurture it as it grows. So I want you to ask yourself this. So let's get back on topic. Ask yourself, how does the woman I want to become? Right? How does the woman I want to become? How does that look? What does that look like? How does that become? What is that to me? How does she think? How does she speak? How does she dress? How does she spend her time? How does she handle stress? How does she show up daily? That's what you ask yourself. How does the woman I want to become think, speak, dress, spend her time, handle stress, show up daily? Write that down. Because when you write that down, I want you to, every time you go to that sticky note or whatever it is, I want you to think about it. When you look at it and say, how does she think? Have I been thinking like the woman I want to be? Listen, thank y'all for the likes, shares, and follows. I ask that y'all continue to follow, okay? Am I showing up as her? Am I thinking like her? Then start practicing that now, right? So the person that I became, right, who I am today, I had to really look at, what do I want her to look like? Even from my looks, from my hair, from my skin type, how do I want to glow? You know, what do I want out of me? So this is the end all be all. This is putting me back to my comfort place of who I am. And I'm comfortable with being her. How do I think? Well, I think I take my time. I pause before I react. I take my time to process things now. Before, it was constant. quickly, quickly. No, I take the time. How do I speak and dress? I dress the way I want to dress. It's not a thing that I look at someone and say, I want to look like that when I'm on that stage and this is who I'm going to look like. If, when I get a stylist, I'm not going to tell my stylist that I want to look like this. I'm going to tell you the colors that I like. I'm going to tell you the things that I like to fit on me, how I like my pants to fit, how I like my tops to fit. And then therefore you can take that because I gave you what I want. Right? How do I speak? Well, I take my time and I don't rush. I think before I speak now. How do I handle stress? I don't. Because let me give you an example of what that means. So as some of you may know, my aunt passed and I rented a vehicle, right? And I'll go get my vehicle. And I did everything that I was supposed to do. I did everything right. It was in enough time. There was no delay. The vehicle was available. I booked it. I even called to make sure, 2 days prior. Okay, now, the day of, I go. You got to be there at noon. I said I'm going to pick up at noon. I go. And there's other people there. And I don't know what they was telling them, but when they got to me, they told me, obviously, the same thing. Your vehicle is not here. I said, okay. So when is it going to get here? We don't know. And he might not get one. I said, okay. Now, before, little crash out would have been in there cussing, fussing, talking about, oh, y'all ghetto, y'all professional. I'd have did all that. Oh, baby, I'd have did it all. Get out of here. I'd have did it all. Yeah. I would have showed my behind. Just to put on a show. Probably go to jail. Yeah, that was me. But no, how did I handle it? I had to take a deep breath. Because I had to realize that my urgency is not your urgency. Right? The excuse that they're giving me is, it's just two of us. To me, that sounds like nonsense. Because even if it's just two of you in here, so you still can't give people a courtesy call, move to the side. Because she just went to lunch. She just had time to do this. Y'all talking about y'all so swamped, y'all so this, but y'all over there having chit-chat conversations and doing. So instead of me crashing out, I just say, hey, okay, call me when the vehicle is done, but this is what I need you to do moving forward for everyone else that's going to come behind me because you missed it with us. How about you fix it with the people that's coming behind us? Call them and let them know their vehicle is not going to be ready because you never know what a person is going through, what they had to do to get here. Luckily, my son didn't leave me here. So, and then with gas prices so high, you run home, you got to run back, you got to rip and run here. Come on now. I was like, just give them a call, courtesy call, and let them know. This is my opinion, but this is something that's being professional. I'm letting you know. He was like, well, I thank you for that. And I'm sure he didn't call nobody, but that's how I handle that stress. There's a problem. I'm going to give you a solution. I'll give you a solution because you can't make somebody turn the vehicle in. And especially here in the Memphis, Olive Branch, Mississippi area, South Haven area, what happens is they got homeboys, homegirls that work up there. They give them cars. Like you have people that's driving rental cars as their own cars because they got somebody that work there and they just give them the car. They give them the car. They pay them on the side and they keep the car. I'm telling you, Enterprise, you better crack down on them. Look, I'm a hater. So listen. So that's how I handle stress, by addressing it. I responded instead of reacting, right? And then I let it go. And then I didn't take it all in and say, well, I ain't going to make my auntie. I didn't get mad about it because here's my thing. My outlook on death anyway is different, right? Especially with losing my father. Me personally, I wish they'd do away with funerals. That's just me. Because I want to see her at a place where she was. She was happy. She was 90 years old. She lived. And just think of all the things that she went through. She's at peace. So I didn't stress myself about what I can't do. And then I just let it go. Because I can't control it, right? Show up daily. I show up daily for myself every day. I show up daily for you guys every day. I put something together, the Lead Her Morning Show, and I put it together because that's the woman I want to be able to show up for others every day in the same energy to help you grow as a leader. So in order to do those things, when you look at how does the woman I want to become think, speak, dress, spend time, handle stress, show up daily, then start practicing it now. Practice it now. By just little things. Stress come, Take a step back. Everything that you do, start practicing it now. Listen, healing, this is the number one thing about women in healing. We want everything right then and there because we are tired. Healing don't happen like that. Healing happens in pieces. Pieces. Healing happens in pieces. Listen, that's why they say you could be healing forever. I believe that you can heal quicker if you are in tune with self, if your nervous system is regulated, if you are regulated, if you're willing and open to face and have those hard conversations with self, be true with yourself. Healing can move fast, but don't try and make it move fast because the joy is in the healing. I didn't learn that until I was going through that the joy was in the healing because I got to see myself. I got to finally see myself the way God seen me. And the person I had been living for years, I felt so bad for her because she was just out here trying to make it, baby. So even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels unfair, right, or unfamiliar, those are the things because your future identity is built by your current circumstances. So practice it now, even if it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Your future identity is built by your current actions. What are you doing today to become the person that you want to be later? What are you doing today? That's how you become her. You don't become her. Just wake up one day like, I'm her. Those ones that do that, nope, I went through, I'm healed and I'm good. Those are the ones that did not do the proper healing. They did the, okay, that revenge body, that revenge, and then they became bitter and they don't know they bitter. They call themselves healed and they still speak with all that aggression. And then they still want to mink and they like, no. And I'm quick to tell somebody, I don't play about me. I do not play about me no more. However, that don't mean I'm going to put my hands on you or do something else. I just don't play about me. I will disconnect from you so fast. That's okay. You play with me one time. You can say, hey, I'm going to come, this, okay. Or, we're going to go here. Okay. You can good morning me to death. You can, hey, how you doing? I don't care. Baby, get out of my face. So another thing with becoming that woman is change your habits. Change your habits. You cannot become a new woman with old habits. Your habits are creating your life daily. Your habits is what's creating your life daily. Your habits, I told y'all, I can tell by your habits where you're going to be 6 months and possibly a year from now. Because your habits don't lie. That is who you are. Right? But if you change your habits, then you can become the future you. But if you're still laying in the bed to midnight, to the evening time, look, 5 o'clock news on and you just not crawling out the bed now. Come on now. Talking about some, oh, I'm hungry. You are. You've been in a coma in there all that time. You cannot say, I'm going to get this done, and you wake up at 3 o'clock. It's time to go get the kids from school. I'm going to get this. It's not enough time in the day because you wasted half of it sleep and you talking about you're going to be a successful business owner? Absolutely not. You cannot become a woman with old habits. You can't. You cannot become a new woman with old habits. How? How can I be the coach now, but I'm still acting like Isha from Gary, Indiana? How can I become coach now, but I'm still acting like Naisha, the young adult me that let everybody play in her face? Because she was just a kid with a grown age. Do you understand? How? I had to change all of that to become Coach Nye. So your habits are creating your life daily. Think about that. Your habits are creating your life daily. Meaning what? I'll give you a couple. What do you do in the morning? Huh? Your habits are creating your life daily. What do you do in the morning? Just get up, go to work. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's change that just a little bit. So instead of, as we've been talking about, instead of just getting up and you zeroed in on everything that you need to do, meaning like everything else does not matter. You got to bathe your self, bathe your mouth, bathe your face, bathe all that, right? Bathe your body. You know you got to get your underwear on. You know you got to get your clothes. You already know what shoes you're going to wear. You already know your accessory, but you ain't looking at nothing else. Once you pick out the shoes, once you pick out the top, you already know what shoes, you already know. And I'm talking to women. You pick out your top, you already know what shoes, you already know what purse, you already know what accessories, so you ain't looking at nothing else in that closet except for going to exactly what it is you need. You run through this house, go crazy, you already know what you need. You know which kid you need to get. So it's that kid that needs to go with me. The other kid gonna catch the bus, so you ain't thinking about the other kid. Don't miss your bus. You focusing on that kid. Do you understand? You get up in the morning and you focus. I want you to slow down. I want you to get up in the morning and set your intentions. Listen, if you late for work every day, I don't care if you 1 minute late. You just as late as being 30 minutes late. Do you hear me? You're late. So set your intentions. What is your intentions? You get up out that bed. Before your feet hit the ground, you go ahead and give gratitude. I'm talking about sometimes I catch myself moving and praying. I have to stop like, hold on. How I'm a rush God? Hold on. Back up. Let me sit down for a second. Let me give him his props. Thank you for the follow. Listen, so set your intentions. So when I get out the bed, there's gratitude. There's gratitude. Thank you. They're my prayers. Then I get to moving. Because I have to get me right before I get my youngest son right. Because that's that kid that if he wasn't my kid, boy, I'm telling you. Before I go up them stairs to get him out the bed, I got to get me right. Meaning that my intentions is I'm going to have a good day. And not only am I going to have a good day, it's going to be a blessed day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a mindful day. It's going to be amazing. You know why? Because I'm amazing. Why did I go straight there? Because everything that you want is here. It's in you. You set your intentions. You declare and decree it to be so. This is what it is. This is my world. This is where I live every day. Right? This is where you live every day. This is your world. These are your thoughts. This is where your thoughts live every day. I say yours. Nobody else's. Your thoughts. Your body is your world. So how can I have a bad day? I don't care about what's going on in your life and your life and your life. How can I not have a good day? How dare I allow your energy to make my energy, well, they not having a good day, so I better not have a good day. No, I'm going to have a good day because this is my energy. It doesn't matter if you're mad and angry. I'm showing up in my energy. So when I show up in my energy, you can have a bad day all day. I'm coming through the door. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Mother's Day. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated Mother's Day. Everybody else face twisted, not mine, because this is my world. When they say she in her own world, you absolutely right. Ding dong, 3,000 bob for her. Yes, because this is my world. So set your intentions. What do you want today? Become that. What do you want? So what do your mornings look like? Happy Tuesday, boo. Thank you for the follow. So what do your mornings look like? Do your mornings look like chaos? Well, let's not let it look like chaos anymore. Listen, women, we run the world in real life in real time. And I'm not talking about like Beyonce, get out there and pop that thing, talking about some we run the world. Girls. Yes. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Baby, we birth the world. We bring it in. We are the child's first teacher. We can be the ones that make our husbands have a great day or a bad day. We can change the environment just by coming in with the way we carry ourselves in grace, right? You know, when you are healed and whole, you don't walk anymore. You know that, right? You start floating. Have you ever noticed that? Now I don't walk. It's like I put no effort in walking. Maybe I just float. I just float on in. And when you come in with that type of grace, right? You're that woman standing in grace, standing in power, and not even trying to. You just are in your own world. So we show up differently. So when I say we run the world, it's not that we run the world like you're going to listen to me aggressively. That's what survival mode taught us. It's the fact that we are the wisdom. We are the wise ones. Song of Songs. Solomon. Look, they always talking about the woman is wisdom, right? Break it down in a whole nother way. I know, but I ain't got time to be breaking it down in a whole nother way. Even Proverbs, we're wisdom. Sophia wisdom. I don't know if that went over some of y'all heads, but Do you understand? Those are the type things. That's who we are. We're created in that. So when we come through, men depend on us. Barack depended on Deborah. He did. He did. He trusted her, right? So next thing is, your habits are created in your life daily by what? How you spend your time. How you spending your time? How you spending your time? Right? I want you to, and this is another thing. This is another reason why I'm doing a leadership course, because at least for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, you're spending your time right here listening to how to become better. That is an accomplishment. I'm not saying, you can listen to anybody. But what I'm saying is there's something different that you put into your rotation of your daily life experiences of what you do daily. That is an accomplishment. What do you eat? Right? What do you watch? And I'm not a type of person that like, oh, don't watch this, you can't watch that. I'm not that type of person, because I watch anything. And I will watch anything. Do you understand me? I love and I'll read anything. And the reason being is because knowledge can only be kept. You only fear what you don't know. A lot of people fear spirituality because they don't understand it, so they immediately say witchcraft. And that's not what it is. Right? A lot of people, I read everything because I don't want to fear anything. You can't put fear in me by telling me, oh, stay away from that. No, that was survival mode. You could tell me that. I broke that generational curse. You don't tell me what to read, what to see, because of the fact I want to know. Why do I want to know? It's no reason for me to want to know, to run and say, hey, I know this, that, and that. It's just the fact that I feared it. So now I need to read it. I need to understand, why do I fear it? So, how consistent are you? If you want to be successful in your business, you have to be consistent. One thing about me that nobody can ever take away from me is that I'm not consistent. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I don't do it a little bit and then like, I don't want to do it no more. Because what I've learned is, even stepping into my leadership, becoming that woman, I'm finally her now, that people depend on me. And how dare I bring people along, get followers, right? And then I just drop you because I got mine. No, I am a leader that developed other leaders. So therefore, I'm going to lead and I'm going to teach, and you're going to lead and you're going to teach. Right? Train the trainer. And then how disciplined are you? I stay there. I do that. I am that. Right? I do what I need to do. Hold on. I do what I need to do. I am no nonsense. And anybody that know me, they will tell you, I am no nonsense. I do not play about me anymore. I'm real big on my time, because my time is my money. Do you hear me? My time is my money. I'm not of this physical world of tangible, I need the dollars. I understand that my time and my energy is my money, and where I put it it's what I invest in. That's how I'm going to get paid. I do not play. I'm not with the nonsense. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not just to do this petty, when a man like you, he do this and do the chase and you got to do that. I ain't got time for all that, because, baby, I just learned how to walk real good. I told you I float now. You think I'm just to trip over my floating? Do you know how you gonna mess up my aura, my swag? Do you understand? My swag is different now. I float. I don't walk anywhere no more. I don't chase a bag finds me. I don't do all these things that you do. I don't have to hustle. I don't do any of those. My blessings find me. Favor is on me. Boy, I'm floating. Do you think I'm just to play games? No, you messing up my swag. Move. Get out my face. If you want a different life, listen, you need to do different habits. That might look like, what did it look like? Waking up earlier, working out consistently, right? Journaling, reading, limiting distractions, right? Being more productive, keeping your word, and practicing discipline every day. Keeping your word to yourself is the most important thing about healing. If you can't keep your word to yourself, how can you lead others, and how can you be the person that I'm going to look up to and say, man, one day I'm going to be like that, which goes. Ain't nothing crazier than the person that say goals, but you do nothing to get to there. You just goals. I love it. Let me tell you, the people that do that eventually become your enemy. Do you hear me? The people that do that, that look up to you, always say goals, look at everything you do. In the end, they end up being your enemy because jealousy kicks in. Because now they see something in you that they wish they had now. Ain't that crazy? That's how the enemy works. So next time somebody say goals, get your back. Go on over there. I am not goals. Tell them quickly, I am not goals. You got to go to God. This is all God. Keep moving. Don't explain nothing else. Because the next thing that you will want to do, this is how the enemy will trick you. The next thing you will want to do is, because the enemy know you, is to try and help develop them. Hey, Nina. Listen, it says, congrats, Nina Long. It's lit up roses. Okay. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Listen, the first thing they're going to do is say, yep. And you're going to try and help them. Then they're going to take everything from you. And then they're going to try and be you. And when they try and be you, child, it's going to fail for them. And then they're going to feel a type of way against you. No. So next time somebody look up to you and say goals, you send them straight to God, because your only job is to be the example, and then they find the living water, the living spring water themselves. Okay? You don't force it. I give it to them. So those are the things. Your habits shape your identity. If your habits don't match the woman you want to become, something has to change. What are you going to change? What are you going to change? Healing is just that simple. Ladies, healing is just that simple. Healing is just that simple. You wake up, you don't feel right, you don't want to be in this no more, you want a change. Guess how you do it? You say, I want to change, I acknowledge I don't like the way I've been living. Okay, who do I want to be? What do I want my life to look like? I did not say write down everything you don't want, because you already know what you don't want. But what do you want? And don't go in there with the, I want a man that got 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6 this. I want him to look good in his gray sweatpants. I want all this. I want all this. You're going about it the wrong way. Those are I'm still stuck in survival mode, but I'm pretending that I'm healed, because I know what I want now. Do you understand? In different seasons of your life, you're going to want different things. In this season right now, when you get that tall, 6 foot tall man, and he cute and he look good in his gray jogging pants, right? And you all like this. Guess what? When you get him, because in that season of your life, this is what you wanted. 3 months from now, you're going to be like, ugh, I am so not attracted to him. Do you understand? Do you know how many ladies are out there? I was one of them. I ask for things, a specific thing, and I get it. And I'm just like, yeah, no. And I just disappear, right? And I disappear because I don't want it. Hey, good morning, Miss Nika 10. Hi. I don't want it anymore. And the reason why I don't want it anymore is because it was in that season. So I learned that, okay, that's not being healed. That's being in survival mode. I'm still trying to control the way that God brings things into me. So, okay, let me move. Let me paint what I do want. I want to embody the fruits. I want to be so focused on me that I glow. I want people to see you through me, God. I want you, and this is how I talk to him. God, I want people to see you through me. Anytime, I don't care if I would go to the gym. When I walk out the door, God, I ask that you allow people to see the beauty and God and you in me. I ask that you allow me to change a life if I need to. I ask that you, just showcase me as I go out and to do whatever it is I got to do. Those are the things I talk about, because that is my life. I'm going to be a game changer, a world changer, a life changer. I'm the coach that's going to save the world. How do you save the world? By teaching folks how to heal. That's how I'm going to save the world. So that's what I do. I look at everything I do. Is this going to be part of changing the world? Or is this going to be for me? Okay, God, if this is for me, is this you filling my cup up, or is this me doing it? Do you understand? So I don't ever want to be out of alignment. Sometimes I get out of alignment because, right? Don't know anything, rush. But I had to learn that impulsiveness, quick thinking, gotta go, gotta get it. You know how they tell you this is on sale. I mean, if you don't get it today, it might not be here tomorrow. And you like, go home and you think about it. You think, because they know you're going to call them back. But don't call them back. Because, yeah, in that moment you like that car. Go to another car dealership. Ooh, baby, I like this car. It's the same things out there. Stop being impulsive. So, yeah. So, to be the woman that you want to be, guess what you have to do? You have to change something. What are you willing to change? It's so simple. Just say what you want and stop doing the things that you don't want to do anymore. Life is so simple. Let me tell you, it is so easy to do the right thing, but we flipped it. That it is, we say it's so easy to do the wrong thing and it's so hard to do the right thing. Actually, it's not. It's so easy to do the right thing and it should be hard to do the wrong thing. Let me explain. When you heal and when you go through things, you never go back to low vibration. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to go back to the low vibration. It's impossible for me to go to a place where I was hurt, right? And I was torn down and I was left for nothing. And for me to go back and let that happen to me again. It's impossible. The right thing is to protect my energy, my peace, my joy, who I am, my world. That's what's important. So this is the right thing. So why would I go do the wrong thing? It will be harder. Once you get into once you raise your vibration, it is so hard to get back in low vibration. You'll never fit in. It just doesn't make sense. You can't do it. It's impossible. It's impossible. Let's talk about change your mindset. Right? Your mindset controls what? Your decisions, your confidence, your actions, your growth. It controls your results. All of that. Your mindset. Remember, these are your thoughts. This is where they live every day. Right here. This is your body. This is where you live every day. All of this is your world. So your mindset, what you think becomes your reality. It can control your decisions. If you have a filter, I always tell you change your filter. But if you have a filter of survival mode, negativity, chaos, anxiety, depression, blah, 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 blah. When you get ready to make a decision, you only have that to bounce it off of. You have it to bounce off of. Okay, when somebody talk crazy to me, this is how I react. Last time when this happened, this is what happened. So don't let that happen again. You got to one up. You got to hustle. I hate when I hear that. And they be thinking they be spitting game. They be thinking like I'm finessing the next person. Baby, ain't nothing funnier than me when people come into my life and they think they finessing me. And they'll even use the word finesse. It's impossible to finesse somebody that's in high vibration. It's impossible. We see all and know all, baby. We just see it. We just choose not to entertain it. And the reason why we don't entertain it is because it'll be more of a problem for you. And the reason why it'll be more of a problem for you, because now you're going to get in defense mode. You're going to get aggressive. And I might have to mink. Now I got to come out of character. Nope. So it's better for both of us for you to feel like you won this one. I'm going to sit this one out. I'll let God handle that. Because God always shows them later that who you truly are. Who you truly are and your mindset. God will reveal your mindset to the person and then they'll see that, oh man, I was stupid. That girl, I thought I played her. She knew all along. She knew all along, buddy. She knew all along. What's another thing? Your mindset controls your confidence. Man, I'm not confident enough. I just can't do it right now. When I get confident, then I'll go live. But you have to go live first to become confident. You have to do something to become confident in doing it. Do you understand? So it's not when I feel confident, you're never going to feel confident until you do it. Your mindset controls your actions. Are you going to react or are you going to respond? Your mindset controls your growth. Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to heal? Are you willing to become her? Are you settling for right here? Right? And your results. Your mindset control that. Have you been teaching yourself on a repeated cycle and letting your mind educate that, hey, we don't have to do the whole thing, just do some. Even in the gym. Man, I ain't get all my reps, but at least I did some. I mean, I was supposed to do 8, but I only did 6. I mean, that's still good. You had a goal and you tell yourself, your mind can bounce off of, you don't have to do all that. You still gonna get the same results. You went heavier, so don't worry about it. No. Right? If you still think like your old self, you will continue to make the same choices, stay in the same patterns, and limit your growth. But we're not doing that. You have to shift your thinking from, listen. So if you're saying I can't, I need you to say, I'm learning how. Okay? I'm not ready. I want you to say, I'll grow as I go. What if I fail? What if I succeed? I'm not good enough. I'm becoming better every day. You have to challenge your negative self-talk. In order for you to rid yourself of the old mindset, your new mindset needs to challenge that negative self-talk. What if I fail? Okay, what if I succeed? The survival mode taught you, I can't, I'm not ready. What if I fail? I'm not good enough. Start off with that first. And then let either people build your confidence or you challenging yourself. If you decide to challenge yourself, you're going to be successful because it says I can't. I'm learning how. But if you say I can't and you waiting on somebody at work to tell you, you're the best there is, and then motivate you, give you that false self encouragement, right? No, it's not going to happen. Because 9 times out of 10, the people at work that's encouraging you, they've already talked about you behind your back, and they already know that you can't do it, and they just need a good laugh, but yet they still want to be your friend. There is truly, when I tell you, it's maybe 1 or 2 people that you're going to meet in your lifetime that you're going to work with that is going to be a real friend of you. Everybody else will be there to sit and watch everything that you do, whether you fail or you succeed. They're just there to watch and observe so they can be part of the conversation. Do you understand? So stop going to work telling these folks your business. Stop going to work thinking that these folks is your friend. Stop going to work high-fiving and eating lunch with these folks, because those are the same people every day that is going to talk about you behind your back. I told you I'd tell you a testimony. I ain't gonna never tell you a lie. I'm gonna tell you my testimony though. Do you understand? These people are only there to watch you to be entertained because you're entertaining to them. Because sometimes they project on you or they hate their household so much and they come to work to stir the pot just to get you going, because they see that you'll do anything, because you don't even see your own self-worth. Move it around. So stop looking for approval from other people and you look within yourself. You have to shift your thinking from I can't to I'm learning now. I'm not ready to I'll grow as I go. What if I fail? But what if I succeed? I'm not good enough. I'm getting better every day. That's what you tell yourself. You don't worry about anybody else. You are your biggest fan. You don't need, let me tell you something. You open up that business. Listen, this is Auntie Coach Not talking to you right now. You open up that business. Don't you look for a family? Don't you look for a close friend? Don't you look for anybody to support you? Do you understand? Don't you look for anybody to hype you up? You do it yourself. This is a you thing. If God wanted everybody else to be involved in it, then he'd have made sure they was involved in it. This is your thing. This is your journey. In order for you to be successful, you have to know your own self-worth. You have to see you the way God sees you. You have to see yourself the way that you want your customers to see you. You have to see yourself becoming the woman that you are and that you're striving to be. Do you understand? You have to show up every day as that woman. And then, as people start sharing your stuff or liking your stuff, you don't go in and say, didn't nobody like it that much. I must not be ready. Oh, what if I fail? Hell no. You show up like, hey, I'm growing every day. I got this. What I'm going to succeed. And you're not going to go in it with the whole thing of what the world told you. It take 2 years to really make a profit because this is the statistics. The world ain't God. Do you understand? Those statistics did not come from God. God can have you get up. Everything that you've been working on all these years, and all of a sudden now it's time for you to go live and you are successful because it's in his timing when you are ready. Are you ready? Half of us are not ready. We want, but we are not ready. It's not until you get rid of that old mindset of worrying about what people are going to say. Yes, they're going to talk about you. Yes, they are talking about you. Yes, your family is in the group chat talking about you. Yes, they are. Okay? If you want to know. Yes. They are. Your friends, your co-workers. Yes, 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 they are. They are. In the beginning of you starting, yes, they are. And they talk all the way when you get to that middle part of you, you're almost there. But you don't see it. But let me tell you who sees it. And that's not for you to see yet. You just keep working. Don't worry about it. Do you notice that your enemies and the people that came up against you notice your success before you do? They start talking to you like, oh man, she doing good. She got the money. She got this. And the reason why is because y'all keep worrying about when is God going to set the table, in front of my enemies? When is God going to make them my footstool? Well, that's what's happening. That's why they see the success before you see it. They giving you all the props so you can sit back like, well, what is it that y'all see? Because I ain't got no dollars. Because the same people that smiled in your face and tore you down is the same people that's giving you praise right now in this moment. Because now they got to go back to the group chat. And they got to say, man, yeah. I mean, we was laughing, but man, she was on to something. She doing good. Man, I'm kind of proud of her. She proved me wrong. They have to admit it. Do you know how many people dogged me out, lied on me, talked about me, took me to the group, even did stuff behind my back, set up and made up lies on me, talked about me because they was in their feelings about me? But yet now, because they finally took the time to sit back. And wasn't that? It's just the fact that God finally took the blinders off of them so they could see me for who I really am. And now they're sitting there looking stupid. See, they can't move forward. They can't date me now because of the fact that they talk so bad about me. Like, damn. So it's one of them things. Do you put the red clown nose on and approach me? Because you done made yourself look like a fool in front of everybody else. Because how can you walk around town with me now after you dogged me out so bad? Baby, I got your red clown nose over here. There you go. Same way with friendships. They can't. It's hard for them to be around you after they done dogged you out because now they're going to look stupid. Like, well, didn't you just dog her out? Didn't you just say these things about her and you hanging out with her? It's kind of tough, ain't it? Kind of real tough, ain't it? But God will make them. He's already preparing your table in front of your enemies. They already see your success. See, the thing is, everybody's seen who you were. You never seen who you were. So even when you was playing yourself small, they wanted you to stay that way because they know that any moment that you let out some wisdom, then people are going to follow you. They're going to like you. And then everybody's going to know that, oh, wait a minute, you act like Coach Nye. That's where you got that from, Coach Nye. That's where you got that from her. That's where you got that from him. You ain't even who you say you are. See, they need you to stay quiet. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. All I need you to do is stay focused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Your best revenge is not your paper. It is not your paper because your paper can be gone. Them bank accounts can be wiped out. Is that going to be a revenge? Now you a broke beat just like me now and you sitting back broke with me? No, that is not your best revenge. Your best revenge is being who you say you are. That is it. Your word. I am this. In the beginning, they don't believe you. In the long run, man, she ain't never switch up though. She ain't never change. See, I don't switch up because I am who I say I am. You better catch my flow. So now listen, you cannot create a new life from your own mindset. Growth requires you to what? Think differently. So change your environment. Let's talk about that. Changing your environment. Your environment influences your habits, your mindset, your energy, your decisions, your standards. Environments include the people you are around, what you listen to, what you watch, what your physical space is. What is that? Your daily surroundings. That is your environment. And if you are not consistently, right, things can change. But if you are consistent with those things, what's around you, if you are consistently around those things that affect your environment, listen, negative people, undisciplined habits, low standards, distraction, drama, it will be hard for you to grow. How can I plant a seed in bad soil? Right? And expect it to grow healthy. How can I plant a seed in good soil, but I don't water it and expect it to grow? You see, so it's not about the ground, if it's good seed or bad seed, it's what you're putting into it. I want to grow in a negative environment. It's not going to happen. I'm going to put myself in a positive environment, but I'm not going to do the work. That's the fake it till you make it. I'm just going to move myself over here to these heal people, but I'm not going to put any work to heal, right? It will be harder for you to grow. Sometimes becoming that woman requires you to what? Changing who you spend time with. I know survival mode taught us that, hey, we family. I mean, no matter what, this is how it is. Listen, my so-called best friend that I've been friends with all since elementary, right? My survival mindset told me, well, we've been friends this long. That's just how she is. That's how she talk about everybody. She do everybody like that. That's just who she is. We can still be friends. Hell no. I told you I don't play about me no more. Not the healed version of me. No, 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 no. You are not a friend to me. Either you're going to treat me the way that I treat you with respect and love on you. Like, if you're not going to do that, you can't be a part of my life. I don't care how long I've known you. I'm not cutting you off, but I'm disconnecting from you. You can't have my energy. No. Even with family, they say, when we family, we can talk about each other. Hell no. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. That's not how that goes. And if that's how you want to live your life, then live your life that way. I'm not cutting you off, but I'm disconnecting. You have no space with my energy. I cannot be in those environments with you. How can I be in those environments with you, calling you family, calling you best friend, but yet I'm planting a good seed and I'm planting my seed into some bad soil. I'm not going to grow. They want me to stay where they are. What's up? They want me to stay where they are. So of course they're going to choke out my roots. Of course they're going to make sure that they just give me just enough water that I can see that they're still there, but I can't really see the whole picture of how messy and nasty they are. I don't care who you are. You listen, if you ain't heard from me in a couple of years, then baby, don't look for me to call you again. Because now in this season, I don't play about me. I have watered the seed. Listen, let me tell you something about a mustard seed. And I tell this often. A mustard seed is really, really tiny, right? Really, really tiny. A lot of people say, just have faith as small as a mustard seed. And they miss the whole point of the mustard seed. Already in that mustard seed, it's already destined to be a thing. That mustard seed is already destined to be a thing. Right? Doesn't matter. You can water it, don't water it, whatever. Once it take root, it's already going to have the 10 branches, 11 leaves on one branch. It's already destined to be 12 feet tall. It's already destined to be that way. It's nothing that you can do to control it. So the same way with yourself. You're looking for, in your purpose, you are the seed. Where are you planting yourself? Because you're already destined to grow. Even if you are over in the bad area, right? You're never going to fit in. Because you've outgrown them, but you're forcing yourself to stay. You're forcing yourself to stay, but you've outgrown them, right? You're already destined to be successful. But here it is, you're over here with the low vibration, right? You're always going to have haters with them. You're always going to be in the same area with them. You're only going to go so far. But however, you're going to keep growing. You're still going to be 12 feet tall, but you're not going to be able to go so far because as tall as you grow, as high as they're going to build a shade around you that nobody else can see you, only us. They'll keep building that shade around you that nobody else will see. Right? But if I take my seed of who I am and I plant it in good soil and I learn how to heal and I water myself by pouring into myself and do not play about myself, right? I'm going to grow and the world is going to see me. I'm going to change the world because of the fact I have something to give to the world, meaning that I'm a leader that's going to develop other leaders. Did y'all catch where I'm going with this? Is where do you want to place yourself in this life so you can grow to become her, to become the woman that you were supposed to be? Where? Right? So this and excuse me. So what sometimes becoming that woman requires you to what? Change who you're spending time with. Spending more time alone. That's not loneliness. Listen, survival mode is loneliness. We long for a spouse because we're tired of being alone. We got great jobs, we got money, we got everything, and we just don't have the spouse. We don't have the woman or the man. We don't, and we just want that. And it's like, I want that. So in survival mode, loneliness equates to let me do some thinking about myself, sit down and really look over my life. That's why so many women end up with love after lockup, love during lockup, because these individuals that's locked up have time to think. They don't have time to think in a healed environment. They have time to think in a toxic environment. So let me tell you what that look like. That one jailhouse lawyer that got game. Let me tell you something, man. Because he got life. He ain't getting out. So his whole thing is, I'm going to think about, man, if I could go back and change my life, I'd be with such and such. Yeah, I would cheat differently, but I'd be with such and such because all men cheat. That's just what we do. It's in our nature. It's who we are. Even in the Bible, they had a bunch of them. So I would just do it differently. My main one, I would have her. And then guess what? Little dude over here like, okay, you know what you right. You can get some time to think. And then they go and they faithful to people. They learned how to be faithful from a toxic environment to a person that don't even know them or where they come from or anything about them. And they play on their top, meaning that their mindset, that woman's or that man's mindset, they're looking for something, survival mode or loneliness, right? They're all both in the same vibration, loneliness. Survival mode, loneliness. So they attract each other. You attract what you are. So they both attract each other. And then when he get out or they get out of jail, then you guys hook up. Now, the true you show up and the true him show up or whatever. Both parties, the true them show up because we're attracting each other. Meaning that I'm lonely in survival mode, but I'm also very controlling and possessive. Same way with him. So they attract each other and they wonder why that ain't going to work. I don't understand it. You never trusted anyone, so therefore you was okay with them being locked up. You'd rather be with them locked up. So you just got to look at what mindset are you in? Where are you at? It requires you to understand that to slow down and get in a peaceful environment. And spending time alone with yourself is not a place of desperation. When you spend time alone with yourself, that does not mean get in the mindset of I'm hurting, I'm lonely. Spending time with yourself, that is part of the healing journey that you're going to learn to enjoy and love. It's not the fact of, you got peace because you ain't got little buddy over here driving you crazy, but and the same go for the men and the women. But you learn that, okay, this is what I like. It's not so bad over here. It's kind of like you staying home. Spending more time alone. You're staying home. I'm not talking about your physical home. This is your body. This is where you live every day. These are your thoughts. This is where your thoughts live every day. Staying home. Meaning that you're learning what you like. To learn to self-regulate. You realize, wait a minute, I don't have no anxiety. Oh, this feel good. Wait a minute. There's no chaos. My phone ain't ringing with drama and mess. That's peace. Oh, baby, I like it over here. I like staying at home. Not your physical home, but this home. Because this is what love, love, you have to become love. Love is not something, it's not an action and all the love, you have to become it. Love is the highest gift of all. Love is God. You have to become it. The kingdom of God live within you. When you you have to embody love. That is all of the fruits. You embody that. You feel good. Listen, I know y'all think it's the light shining on me that got me glowing, baby. No, that's my insides. Yes. Yes. It shows on the outside because I learned how to heal whole body, not just my physical. Because my physical, that was me going to the gym. That was me working out. You could see it. You could see it. But I had breakouts, right? But I could cover it up with makeup, right? I had little things going on, but I could cover that up because I looked good on the outside. But baby, when I tell you I was scrambled up here, I was confused all the time. I had anxiety. I was depressed. I was running over here. I was anxious. I was impulsive. I was just all over the place. Baby, just go ahead. Don't throw nothing else at me because I'm about to make an omelet. Listen, don't throw nothing else at me because I'm all over the place. I'm everywhere at one time. I got to get everything done now. I got to go. Because I thought that's what it meant by you work. You get success. No, you rest, and you get success. Once you understand what rest is. Rest is not sleeping all day. Resting is me resting in God, knowing that it'll be so. God, tell me what my next step is. Move forward. He give me the idea, I go. Right? Because I'm resting knowing that whatever I'm doing is going to get me on the other side of success. Yes. So once I learned how to heal mentally, right? I had to learn to rewire my mind. rewire it, because I realized the environment I grew up in, they all scrambled too. So you know what? That's why I thought it was normal. You don't know what you need to heal until you move out of the environment. You don't know you're in survival mode until you move out of the environment and you see more. When I went to the military, I realized, wait a minute. Wait, I thought all black people did this. I thought this is just what we do. Would everybody don't do this? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Doesn't mean that my environment was wrong. It's just that it's more out there. I didn't know. I didn't know. You're talking about cheese grits. What? Shrimp and grits? You eat? That don't go together. Fish and spaghetti go together. What did y'all talking about? Some grits. What y'all want for the side? Some grits? What the hell? Grits? What's some grits? I'm in the South. Everybody looking at me crazy. And I'm like, wait a minute. What you mean spaghetti wrong? Because in the South that I know, Mississippi South, they eat spaghetti and fish. But not this South, not the Florida South. We won't do that. That's stupid. Ugh. So, I had to learn that it was more out there, right? So cleaning and organizing your space. That's part of the healing. Remember, when I talk about you, your space, your world, this is where you live every day. Organize it. Organize your space, right? Fix what's in here first. And then on the outside of this, now go clean your house. You're not going to clean your house now with the thing of, let me hurry up and get this out and throw everything in the drawer. No, you're calm here. You clean and organize this. Now you're going to tackle your house with the mindset of structure. Okay. If I keep throwing everything in this drawer, I'm never going to find anything that I'm looking for, because this is the drawer that I put everything in and I still can't find nothing. Let me put it where it's supposed to go. You'll start looking at your house like, with me, my whole thing is everything has a place. So why is it just thrown anywhere? I'm not a strict cleaner. Even with me being in the military, I'm not a strict dress right dress. That's not who I was. And that's not who I am. But I do believe everything has a place. So what we were used to is just take your shoes off anywhere in the house and just go about your business. No. If they're your slides, put them by the door. I put them by the steps. So when you walk down the steps, you just put them on, because we got carpet upstairs. So simple things. This your book bag? Put it in your room. It has a place. Go put it in your room. I don't care where you put it in your room, but put it in your room. But still, just because it's behind closed doors don't mean that you open your door and just sling it. No. Find a spot in your room where you put it. This is it. Guess what? Your toothbrush and toothpaste has a place for it. Clean up behind yourself. See, once I started settling here, I was able to structure and organize the life around me. Meaning that, no, my bathroom, once I'm done with it, once I'm done doing what I need to do, I clean it back up. That's it. There is no I'll come back to it. Like, no. I get out my bed, I make it up. Now, the only time I don't make my bed up is when I know I'm about to come get right back in it. Do you understand? And that means, but I'm like this. As the older I get, I think I get a little OCD. Like, you can't sit on my bed with your outside clothes. That ain't gonna happen. No, sir, don't sit on your bed in my outside clothes. I wish you would. And I don't care if I had on jogging pants, and that's what I was wearing around the house, and I sit on my bed. But once I go out the door, I take them jogging pants off. That's just it. I can't sit on my bed with them jogging pants. Now, I may put them on and walk back through the house, but not to get in that bed. That's just me, right? You ain't got to do that, because you're going to have a lot of laundry, baby. I'm telling you right now. But those are the type of things. I was able to structure my outside. So, therefore, my house is always clean. It's not someone calling like, hey, you need to call before you come. If you popped up on me, I'm not going to like it, because, first off, I like my space and my peace. But I don't have to clean up my house. My house is always clean, because I take it off and put it up. Clean it up. Put it back. That's it. Putting it back. That means that I had to take the time. I had to make sure that I say, I'm not rushing. Let me take time. I had to train myself to get to the point of, I have time to put this up. I would say that out loud. I have time to put this up. I have time to do this. I have time. And that's how I had to rewire my brain. So sometimes becoming that woman requires you to change who you spend time with, spending time alone, right? Cleaning and organizing your space, creating a peaceful environment. How do you create a peaceful environment? Well, you have to become peace. You can't create. Listen, let's look at it like this. You control it all. You control it all. You are in charge. You control it all. You are a woman. You are powerful. You are in control. So if you heal you and you embody love, as I told you, love is carrying the fruits, right? You are the love. You are the joy. You are the peace. You are all these things. So it says creating a peaceful environment. If you are that, no matter where you go, baby, you can go sit next to Satan himself. He can't change you. He can give you dirty looks. You ever notice that when you walk in either a beauty salon or barbershop and everybody just stare at you? Conversations kind of like get light. Everybody look at you. It's always that one that'll keep on talking because they ain't fazed by you at all, right? Because they know who they are. Or maybe they don't know who they are, but they know how to mind their business. But everybody else feel a type of way. Well, let me explain what just happened. Two things just happened. The spirit in you has disrupted the nonsense that's in them because you are peace and you are joy, right? Evil cannot dwell in those places. So now the goal is to make you uncomfortable so you can dim your light, right? You can leave, whatever it is, because you're making those spirits uncomfortable. But let me tell you what happened in the spiritual realm. So you think that your days are just planned every day. You think you just came up with an idea, go get your hair cut at this time. No, everything that you do is on God's time and doing God's work. So you knew that you was going to get your hair done today, May 12th at 11 o'clock. Let me tell you what happened in the spiritual realm. So 2 weeks ago, right? Your spirit showed up to that salon and was like, hey, so this is what's going to happen. On May 12th, Coach and I coming in here. Listen. I know you ain't going to like it. Who cares? You ain't going to like it. Your face going to be balled up. Matter of fact, you call off. You just go ahead and call off. You go ahead and call off because you're going to be in an emergency room when she come in here. It's going to hurt you pretty bad. And you. So just know when she come, yes, she's coming with red carpet. Yes. She's on assignment from God. Yep. That's what's happening. So yeah, we about to shut this place down. Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm. We are. And the right people are going to be there at the right time. See how your spirit has already went there and hyped you up. And everybody that's there supposed to be there. Everybody that booked an appointment. Everything is supposed to be there because you have to deliver something. You may not even have to say a word, but your presence needs to be felt by the person that booked the appointment that day because it's something about you that's going to change something in them. It's something about this when they're going to see how you speak to everybody. You come in and you say, hey, good morning. You know what? I want to be like that. I want to be confident enough like that. Do you understand? You lead people to the living spring water by just being an example. So now that it's May 12th and your hype man done went in there and hyped you up, this is why people are looking at you crazy. God, looking at you crazy because they already knew you was coming. They just hadn't seen you in the physical. But see, a lot of times the spirit hype us up like that, and guess what we do? We play ourselves small. We walk in there. Why everybody looking at me? Can you imagine what your spirit is like? Oh my God, girl, I just did all this. Do you know what's happening in the spiritual? I'm blowing the trumpet. I got this going, the red carpet. We like, the queen is here, the queen is here, the queen is here. And you coming in here talking about some. Well, it's okay. I'll just go. And you go shrink. God, I thought she was ready. We're going to go back. Come on. Cancel this appointment. Come on back home. Let's heal some more. You got to know how big you are and how powerful you are. Baby, you are something big. You are serious. You the truth. That's why they hate on you. Okay? That's why they hate on you. So you got to learn that creating that peaceful environment and protecting your energy. You got to know how powerful you is. Listen, you need to protect your energy. Your energy is your currency. Do you understand? Thank you, gorgeous. Your energy is your currency. Your energy is your currency. Okay? Stop looking for tangible money. Baby, I lock my energy down. I talk about it in my book. Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart website. I talk about it in my book. My energy, I lock it down like Fort Knox, like it's a debit card. Baby, I put a pin on it because of the fact you will bankrupt me. See, before I was always bankrupt. Yeah, physically in the physical world, I had everything. Yeah, man, I'm on top of the world. But what's inside of me, I'm bankrupt. I have nothing to give anybody. I'm too tired to do anything. I'm too tired to even teach. I'm too tired to do anything. I want to do these things and I want to become her, but I'm too tired. I ain't got time. I got to take care of these kids. I got to put a roof over these kids' head. I got to feed these kids. I got stuff to do, and I want to be able to build this. I want to be able to buy that. And I ain't got time. It's no way I can quit my job and go focus on me and do that. I ain't got time for that. I don't have the energy. I was bankrupt because I was allowing everybody else to siphon my energy, meaning that they can call me all day and they can trauma dump on me. They can call me all day. I ain't that right, Foster? They can trauma dump on me. They can come take always need my money. They can go have fun with their money, but then call me like, hey, I need you to help me pay my, or can you, I just need, and you always there to bail them out of something. So therefore now you can't go on vacation or anything because you're too busy being responsible with your money for their life. They have fun with their money, and then they need you to be responsible with their life. It drains you. Yes, it do. Yes, ma'am, it does. It drains you. You have no energy. So I learned to protect my energy with boundaries. No one, let me tell you something. I have, and a lot of y'all probably heard this already, over 26 years of government service combined with military and government service, right? And when they did the whole... bring in Musk in and all that and trying to take over the government, baby, I walked away. Now, for most people, because I'm a veteran, they like, man, you'll be safe. Shut up. Because you don't know, you don't know what me and my guy been talking about. So for them, I did the craziest thing. For them, they like, man, you gonna give up 6 figures to go do what? It's easy money. Yeah, it is. But I'm tired of being in the physical. Right? The physical told me to chase a job. Yeah. The physical told me that to chase the dollar. That's what the physical told me. But the spiritual told me my money is in my energy. Right? So now I had to break down, what does that mean? That is my currency. That is my peace. I attract the things that I want. Now, hear me and hear me good. In the physical realm, we attract. It works that way. You attract what you are. You attract the things that you lack. And you do. So y'all like, well, I keep attracting these no good men and no good women. It's because you're a no good man and no good woman. And I'm not saying it in that sense. What I'm saying is you're lacking something. That something is what's calling into them. That trauma, that hurt. Somebody hurt you. That trauma is what's attracting them, because the no good person that mistreated you and created that trauma, now you looking for the no good person to come in here and fix it. Come on now. That's what happens in the physical. You attract. So why not bet on myself? I'm going to attract over here, and I'm going to stay in this world. I'm going to attract everything by becoming all of who I am. The whole me. Not the survival me. I'm no longer in this world, and I stepped into my world. So I can't help but attract everything that I am. I don't chase a bag. A bag finds me. Whatever I want comes to me. I'm no longer attracting the no good men. You know why? Because I healed the things that broke me, that I felt only that type of person, because that type of person is what hurt me, can fix. No, I healed that. Everything that's happening in my life, it's a me thing, right? Now, don't get it twisted. It's all God. But what I'm trying to say is a me thing. If I want change, I have to make change. If I want peace, I have to make peace. If I want to look good, I have to make myself look good. If I want to feel good, I have to make myself feel good. Notice, nobody else can come into my world and rearrange anything in my world. No one can come set up an estate. No one can come and set up a state within this world, right? They creating their own country in my world, meaning with all their drama and mess and narcissism, they come into my... No, you cannot set up shop in this world. This is invite only, and I'm only going to invite the things that's going to elevate me. If you're not going to elevate me, then why would I want you in my life? Listen, I'm a leader that develop other leaders, right? If I can take the time to heal, work on things, create content and things to help you build and become better, then why would I let someone come into my life that's going to do none of that? If I can do it for someone, then they can do it for me. So those are the type of people that I'm attracting now, right? So those are the type of things. That's why I have to learn to protect my energy. Everybody can't get it. It's money. Them jokers, I was bankrupt, but I'm not anymore. I don't go by what the world do. I decided to bet on myself. I got up every day. I would put my clothes on, do my hair, get my makeup done, make sure I'm good, go to work for somebody else. Make them money for years. Put on uniform, going back and forth to Iraq, right? Did these things. I did these things for them. What did I get out of it? I got money. But listen, the government give you money. They're quick to take from you and so slow to give it back. So here's where I am. You give me this, yay, but you tax the hell out of it. I don't get to enjoy it. I'm still striving to make more money because the money that I'm supposed to make is real good, but now I'm taxed for everything. Everything. So no, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to root for myself. I don't need nobody to share my content. I don't need nobody to do these different things because the people that set apart for me, that God have for me to help, they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Like I said in the barbershop, in the beauty shop, those people at that appointed time were supposed to make their appointment at that time to be there at that moment. You are in this live at this moment, at this time, because it's something that you're supposed to get. When you leave here, I'm not going to say, oh, they left. No, you got what you needed and now you got to go because I needed to plant a seed. That's all. Sometimes it's all that you have to do is just plant the seed. Are you going to be obedient enough to plant the seed? But you got to create boundaries, learn how to protect your energy. So you won't be planting your seed in all of this horrible soil, all this and soil, right? You're planting good seeds, and people that come into your life to take from you, dog you out, mistreat you, they knew right off the bat they never was going to do right by you. They knew these things. They never was going to do right by you, but they came into your life anyway for you to plant your good seed in their soil, and they thought they were going to grow off of you because you planted your seed in them. But what happens is, baby, I'll never grow in that type of environment. So you can take from me in this moment. You can plug up your iPhone to me right now because that's what it is. You can plug into me. I can put you at 100%, but you have to disconnect because when you at 100%, that's when they show they behind. They show they behind in. Like they better than you, they try and do it better than you, they can find better than you. They start showing they behind because you put them at 100%. See, they don't understand the energy that you poured into them. See, your energy came from the source himself, God. So you plugged into them, but they only get 100%. They only get 100%. And when they so boastful and they so proud, listen, it drains their battery even faster. So when they get down to that 10%, they like, I'm still good though. I'm still good. That's when they start looking for somebody else to look for. Like, okay, well, I'll get this person to feed off into me and I can get that energy. Baby, it ain't my energy though. You understand? Everybody energy ain't from the same source. So then you running low. Now you at that 0%. This is when they come back. Hey, big head. What's up, gorgeous? What up, love? Hey. Hey, friend. Hey, sis. No. That's right. Nope. No. I'm good. You ain't plugging back over here. Those are boundaries. Yeah, no. That's how that goes. So don't go back and don't be that one. I call back all my energy from every dimension, from every place and everything. I don't want nothing that I put out because the energy that I gave you now is tainted. It's tainted with hate now and jealousy. Anger, because I won't allow you back into my life to get it. So I don't want it back. You keep it. It's dead anyway. It's dead anyway. Once it leaves me and it does not go into the currency. Listen, I teach y'all some stuff now. Once the energy leaves you, when you have people into your life, let's look at how currency flows, right? This is your energy. It's just flowing in you, out you, in you, out you. That's it. It's orbiting around you. That's what it's doing. It's orbiting around you. When you bring someone in that God placed in your life that you're supposed to bring in, you put them where they're supposed to be in your life. Sometimes y'all put people that God bring into your life and you just put them where you want to, and then you start smashing the help when they was only supposed to help you open up your business, but y'all smashing now, and now ain't nothing going wrong. But anyway, let's stay on topic. So now it's just orbiting around. It's orbiting around because it's all around you. Now, And it goes at a fast pace. That's why you just shining and bright all day. And then you bring someone in that's supposed to be part of your tribe, right? And guess what? It goes through me, through that person, and it recycles back through me. It's just a thing. There is no obstruction. There is no object, nothing bound. There is nothing stopping it from flowing. So it's just flowing, and it's continuing to be good, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Baby, we about to super saiyan because we getting bigger and bigger. But it's the moment that we invite somebody in that mean us no good, but yet we want to help them. Well, my heart, I'm just a good person. Bring them in. Guess what? That energy goes. It'll start getting a little slower because now every time I'm losing energy. Because once I push it out to her or him, then they push it out to the person that mean us no good, but that person don't recycle it back into me. They put it out into whatever bad habits they got going on, right? So they feeling good because they're getting all of us, and then eventually my energy is gone. Then eventually her energy is gone. And then guess who got the energy? That's why they feel like they super saiyan. They run around here like, yeah, I got it. I don't need nobody. I don't need this. I don't need that. No. So when they come back, because they have to have an output. They have to have an output. Where are they putting it out to? Everywhere. Everywhere that is not helping them multiply. You see? But if they meant some good, then we can get it. And that's why they always come back into your life, because of the fact they're like, man, that felt so good when I was in your life. When I was in your life, I felt so good. I was at peace. It wasn't no argument. It just felt good. I just didn't understand it then. Just give me one more chance. Give me one more chance, baby, give me one more chance. You just want one more chance. Come on, man. I was wrong. I was young then. I couldn't understand it. I don't know what was going on, but I just give me one more chance. Hell no. Because, bruh, back up, hold up. Why would I give you one more chance? The chance that I gave you, you ran real quick. You ran real quick with it. And then you talked about my energy to other people, said that you using, oh man, I got a lick. I'm just using, I'm got this and I'm doing this. And they get, man, I'm living life. But now you're not living life anymore. Because the only reason you need to plug back into me, because you went out there and lived that fake it till you make it life. Everybody think that you got it like that. So you done ran out of energy. Now you need the energy back so you can continue to show people like, no, I still got it. You won't get it off me. You'll be looking like Pookie off of New Jack City messing with me. Talking about some, man, I just needed one more, man. Just give me one more here. Come on, man. No, you ain't getting it from me. Because I understand now. That's why I protect my energy. Your energy is like currency. What do you flow it into? What is it flowing into? For the ones that just came in, this topic today is about becoming her. If you missed it, you can go pick it up on my YouTube. I ask that you subscribe to my YouTube, Chat with Coach Nye. It is under the Lead Her Morning Show playlist, okay? Chat with Coach Nye. Go subscribe and hit the notification bell. And then stay for the end because I got more information. So your environment can either support your growth or slow it down. Which one do you want? You want it to slow down by pouring into people? Listen, God fill your cup up until it overflow. This is your cup. God fill your cup up. A lot of us, because we're survival mode, we were always taught we have to share. That makes us a good person. Exactly. That makes you a good person. So in your cup, you pour out of your cup into someone else's cup. Right? Now, you'll never get to the overflow because you're constantly pouring out. As soon as you get, you giving. As soon as you get, you giving. As soon as you get, you giving. Right? Or you'll have the people in your life because you don't know your own self-worth. Hold on. Let me do my puzzle. Because you don't know your own self-worth. Thank you so much. Because you don't know your own self-worth, you'll have somebody in your life poking the hole in the cup. So every time that God fill your cup up, it goes straight into theirs. And they just sit there and they take it all. And they're never going to leave you. They will even marry you. They will stay as your quote-unquote best friend. They will do all these things. Why everything? Because they know that they put the hole in your cup and they got to make sure that you never find out or heal or know who you are. Because if you ever find out who you are, you might fix that hole in the cup and then they out forever. So they'll marry you. They'll do everything. They will continue to cheat on you. They will bring their girlfriends in your house. They will disrespect you. She will disrespect you. He will disrespect you. That friend will always be that backbiter, talk about you behind your back, drag you through the mud. They'll always tell your business. They'll always do all those things because they can't accept the fact that you are better than them. Do you understand? Another thing that they will do is try and knock you down to where they feel comfortable with you at. So that cup, it will never overflow. Do you understand? What's in your cup is what God gave for you. That's your blessing. And once I learned that, I learned that my cup is mine. Then I realized I don't have to chase a bag. I don't have to work hard, because this cup, God is blessing me every day with everything that I need. And the overflow is for the things that I want. But also that overflow is for the people, to help the people, right? And with that overflow of helping the people, you just don't help any and everybody. It is for the ones that he is going to send your way, right? It is for the ones that he's going to send your way to help you, that you need to help in that moment and in that time. But right now ain't the time. Listen, Soft Life Healing by Shatima. Listen, you know you always in the right spot. Sometimes we just go through things. So with that moment, it's like, listen, I don't have to chase a bag. I don't have to. God is blessing me with everything. But that overflow is for the people that he need, not just for anybody. No. And just because I have extra, now I can get what I want. I'm wiser now. Do I really want that? What value is that going to bring to my life? Yeah, I like nice fancy cars. But what value is it going to bring to my life? Well, it's going to bring a high insurance bill. I can come and go as I want, but I can come and go also in my truck. What is it in my life that I need in this moment? Huh? Right? Are my needs met? Yes. My wants, do I really want them? So those are the type things. So what is it that you want, and understanding what is yours and what is not yours? Stop allowing people to put holes in your cup. They only going to take from you because that's what they want. You're an easy target because you are chosen by God to love. Just because God chose you, or you are a chosen one, or God chose just you, you're special to God, does not mean that you walk around here and still be naive. His disciples, he had to teach his disciples, because if not, they would have been naive enough to feel like, okay, Jesus gave us this power. He gave us the authority to do this. I'm going to give you the authority to do it. And I'm going to give you the authority. They had to learn that you got to be chosen and picked for such a thing. And your authority and your power is not going to work for everything. That's why he had different disciples. That's why, think about it, they was all mad. I ain't even going to get into that. But anyway, so that's what it was. Their authority was for the things that they were going to encounter in life. Peter, this is for you. Where you're going to need this authority in life. Where you're going to need this authority in life. So he taught them, and they knew exactly what they needed to do, and he gave them authority over. So stop bringing everyone. Learn how to, yes, you are chosen. Now let's heal. Let's get you back to your true, authentic self, because you can't hear God's voice. You can't hear his instructions until you are clear of the survival mode and you are aligned directly. Healing is only getting you back to your true, authentic self. That is the whole purpose of healing, is to get you back to your true, authentic self. That's it. That's it. It is nothing else. Because now you need to understand that your nervous system is your discernment. This is how God talks to you. This is how he speaks to you. So your environment can either support your growth or slow you down. Which one do you want? Change your standards. Let's talk about that. Changing your standards. Your standards determine what? What you accept, what you tolerate, what you allow, what you settle for. If your standards are low, you will accept less than you deserve. Oh, did I say that? Hey, y'all, the ones that's out there like, man, I got everything. It's hard dating. I mean, this is all that's out there. So I get the best of what's out there. I had a lady tell me, she was like, I said, she was like, this is just the best. She's been with this guy for this long. She was like, I mean, it's just the best that's out there because everybody else ain't nothing. And then I remember I would think like that too, because I would always date beneath me. And I'm like, well, I mean, why not try it? I mean, you never know who God's sent. You never know. That's my thing. Like, you never know. But what I realized is that my mind, I had to get out of the environment in the low vibration. That's how I seen things. But now I changed my vibration. I don't see things like that anymore. I know my worth. So therefore, why am I sit with somebody that stayed with their mama and, you know, at their grandma's house and they ain't got nothing to offer? What I'm with you for? Boy, your mama babysitting you. I ain't about to babysit you. I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm not taking your kids in. I'm not about to play mommy to your kids just because you don't want to get out and be the man that you're supposed to be and get a job and do what you need to do. No. I'm not doing that. Dude, I know what I bring to the table. Baby, I am the table that seat a table of 12. So why would I let you come play at my table? Because you're going to overcrowd my table. I said I am the table that seat a table of 12. You're going to try and bring 24 people, 24 different problems, 24 different issues, 24 different finances to my table that now I can't even grow here. I can't even eat here. It's overcrowded. I ain't got nowhere to put my elbow. Listen, I ain't got nowhere to put rest of my arms. I can't put a glass down because it's overcrowded. The table's overcrowded. No. So I realized, no, it's not that there's the best out there. What it is we talk about the universe, right? And I get on y'all about this younger generation because I used to want to beat them up too with this whole universe is God. But what I noticed when they would say with universe, what they were meaning is because we were brought up in they were the generational curse breakers, okay? We were brought up in a time of you do as I say, what I say, this, that, and the third. God is this, God is, and that's all God is. And if you do this, God gonna be angry. If you do that, you're going to hell. If you do this, you're going to hell. What they were saying is that God is the universe. He is above any God that y'all keep captive. We put a cap on God. God is only gonna do this for you if you do this. And God is it. We put a cap on him. But what they saying is no, he's the universe. There's nothing that you can put on top of him. There's nothing that you can do to him. It's nothing. So we praying out to the universe. Listen, it was a time that we call him Jehovah. We call him all different type of names in different seasons of the Bible. So now we're in a generation that they're calling them universe. And y'all looking at it and we so stuck in the mindset of the old generation of, no, that's not right. They going to hell. They demonic. And it's only because they don't understand. They fear what they don't understand. So when they say the universe, what they say is ask for what you want. They broke the generational curse. They broke the generational curses. The veil is lifted. It was very thin when they came in, and now it's lifted. It's gone. So what they said is, ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. You get what you want. But let me tell you why you're not getting what you want. Because we're going by the old system. The old system said this. This is why she said this is the best that's out there. Because I want a man. Well, I ain't going to get the man that I want. It's impossible because the world told us we're supposed to lead with negative first. I ain't never going to get that man. So, either not have a man, get that man, which he ain't going to come, or get the middle. Multiple choice. You just made your life multiple choice. So now you say, it's the best that's out there. Oh, okay. However, what it teaches you with desirable, undesirable. What I taught you yesterday. Desirable, undesirable. Desirable is I desire this. And then I desire chocolate ice cream. You bring me vanilla and strawberry. I'm not going to say, well, I'll do strawberry just because I'll do vanilla. Or maybe I'll eat it another day. I just don't want it. No. This is what I desire. See, I changed the way I think. I don't say yes, no, maybe. It's desirable, undesirable. That's it. I either want it or I don't. And so I'm not going to settle for anything else. So you brought it. I put it in my freezer. And next year when you come back, you still got that strawberry and that vanilla ice cream? Yes, because every time I move my chicken around, I moved it around when I was looking for my pack of chicken. Every time I went grocery shopping, I just put it on top of it. I mean, maybe somebody else would want it, but I don't desire it. And that's what they mean by the universe. Say what you want. What do you want? God, tell God what you want. And stop going to God saying, well, God, I want 6 foot. I want this. I want him to have a package. I want this. And I want this. I want this. And I want this. And then turn around and say, well, the enemy will bring somebody. And you're like, well, okay, God, maybe this is what I need. No, say what you want and stand on it. But when you heal, you stop asking God for things that you're already destined to have. A man. We're already destined. Your husband, you're already destined to be married. It's just that you need to go heal. Because the man that God have for you, that was created for you, that you were created out of his rib, that was for you, he may be healed already. He may have went through all of the hell which has made him to be the man that he is today, the strength. The man that's going to show up in your life and say, you know what? All this nonsense right here is affecting your mental, is affecting your mood. because he know what it's like to be self-regulated. He know what it's like to have peace. He's the one that's going to come in and protect you. Don't I tell you, when you finally meet the one that you're supposed to be with, y'all going to be like this, right? It ain't your yin and yang, baby. You are yin and yang. You are the yin and yang. And until you learn how to heal that, you're never going to meet your match, because you need to heal your masculine and feminine energy. Learn how to step into it. So when you come into his life, women, we are emotional creatures. We're going to come in and we're going to heal this part, because a man is going to heal all of this, right? And all of what they know. All of what they know. And when it's time for us to come together, guess what? I'm vulnerable on the outside because I've stepped into feminine energy, meaning that I don't fight my battles. I allow God to fight my battles. I'm not fighting my battles. I'm not arguing. I'm not doing anything. People are going to try me all the time, and I'm not going to do it. But I'm healed. My heart is healed. Everything about me, I have become love. That man is going to protect that outside of you. And you're going to protect the inside of him, his heart, right? Because you're emotional, you're in feminine energy, he's in masculine energy. So you guys are going to fit, and he's going to be able to do that. And nobody's going to say, oh man, get out of here, that's toxic, and do the little toxic thing like, I don't need nobody, I got this. No, I think the hardest thing for me was to step all the way in feminine energy, to really say, okay, for a man to come in and say, okay, I want to do this for you. Okay, cool. Okay. Like, there's no fight. Somebody else that knew me before, if I be like, okay, they'd be like, wait a minute, what's the catch? What is you doing? What are you saying okay for? What you got? You ain't never just said okay. You ain't never just said okay. Now, but the people that come into my life now, because they met me at the best version of me, okay, cool. You got it. Because in order to be a great leader, you have to learn to be a great follower. So I'll let you take lead. And in the great words of Jill Scott, if you can tell me what to do, then tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, don't tell me what to do. Go on, find somebody to play with. So your standards determine what you accept, what you tolerate, what you allow, what you settle for. If your standards are low, you will accept less than you deserve. You will stay in unhealthy situations, right? You allow disrespect. You stay because it's comfortable, and you avoid growth. Raising your standards look like what? Expecting more for yourself. I want more for you. That's what wake up every day. I want more for me. And stop going. Let me tell you how the enemy will package things up to make you go against and think it's of God, right? And then you go around saying this nonsense and acting this way. Oh, I don't know. Wait a minute. I probably said it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say it. Hold on. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so expecting more for yourself. Not tolerating disrespect. Choosing better habits. Being more disciplined. You got to know your cues. I know my cues. If God ain't telling me to say it, that means I'm doing it on my own understanding. Nope, you ain't about to get me in trouble, Ash. Walking away from what doesn't align. Holding yourself accountable. Holding yourself accountable. You don't get what you want. You get what you tolerate. What are you tolerating? No, you good. You good. You get what you tolerate. You get what you tolerate. You want these things, but you're willing to tolerate you disrespecting me. You making a fool of me. No! The moment you raise your standards, your life begins to change. That moment that you raise your standards, your moments begin to change. And I'm not saying like raise your standards of, I don't do that. No, it's a way of doing things. And that's what the whole Lead Her movement is about, is me to teach women how to, and I'm telling you because I've experienced, it's my testimony. I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always this calm and this regulated. No. Listen, if I can get there, you can get there. So I had to learn that raising my standards was not what the survival mode taught me. Raising my standards was knowing who I am. Because people want to go in healing, people want therapy, people want to raise their standards like the next person, but they do it from a place of this world. I had to go within here. This is where I live every day. This is my world. This is my body. This is where I live. Now, what does raising my standards look like to me? Well, I wouldn't know until I know my own self-worth. Now that I know my self-worth, I understand what my standards is. Yes, you can be low vibrational and you can sit next to me. You can even sit in my table, but that does not mean that I have to be in the bed with you or tied with you. Because just because I'm changing and I'm healing does not mean I cut the world off. The world needs to see you. You don't isolate because you better than my standards are too. No, these people, I've learned that everybody that come in your life, they come into your life for a reason. Whether it's a lesson for you or a lesson for them, but you stay in your energy. And whatever they're going to learn from you, or maybe you may realize that it's something that you need to heal from. They're going to trigger something in you that you didn't even know that needed to be healed. So no. So tolerating, going back here, expecting more for yourself and not tolerating disrespect. What is disrespect to you? I'm not talking about the you that you were. Because that's why I say in seasons of your life, you'll say, oh, I'm healed. I know who I am. Oh, I want this and I want this. And then you go through some more healing and then you realize, I don't want that. Who the hell did I marry? What the hell did I do? Who is that? What? Why is you? Oh, God, I messed this all up, huh? Yeah, well, let me fix it. But what stage of your life of healing? So stop looking at soon as you go through some, listen, it's called the dark night of the soul, right? A lot of people run from it because they don't understand and they think it's, oh, it's witchcraft, this new generation of witchcraft. It's not. Dark night of the soul is just you versus you. Survival you versus the authentic you. That's it. Right. That's it. That's what dark night of the soul is. So until you face you, what are you really healing? How are you helping the next person? How do you know what you want? If you won't even be true with yourself, just look at it. The person that's in the mirror and the person that you are. Yes, they told us they should reflect. But one of them is the true authentic you. And one of them is the survival you. So it is not a reflection. Pick which side you want to be on. That's how you got to look at it. I know they said it's a reflection of you. It is not. Those are two different people in that mirror. I don't care if you smile and that reflection of smiling looking back at you, that reflection of smiling looking back at you is the smiling that's, hey, I'm just really a standstill. I'm here. I'm ready to be created. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. That one on the other side is what you create. So if you standing there like this, that's what you created. If you standing there like this, that's what you created. So that, hey, Preach Young, good morning. So what is it? Who are you? Which side are you on? Which you do you want? That's the dark night of the soul. Is it the true authentic you, where you can create what you want you to look like? Or it's the one that's in the mirror that's trying to do their hair so perfect because people going to look at me. No, they don't look good. Let me change it. Which one? Which one do you want? That's right. Authentic you. So what do you want? Right? So that's how you got to look at it. So let's go ahead and look at basically what we broken down is raising your standards look like expecting more from yourself, not tolerating disrespect, choosing better habits, being more disciplined, being intentional with your time, walking away from what doesn't align, holding yourself accountable. Now, you don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. The moment you raise your standards, your life begins to change. So the recap of overall today's class was, you don't become that woman by waiting. You become her by deciding. Change your habits, change your mindset, and raise your standards and start showing up as her now, today, right now. Show up as her today. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's that simple. Now, if you don't have your notebooks, get your notebooks because I'm about to give you your homework. So, as you know, we do the RPI, which is to acknowledge, release, practice, inner explore, and empower. That is the RPI. It's the 5 pillars of the foundation of the Trinity of Fitness Bootcamp, which I am the founder of and the owner of, CEO of Trinity of Fitness Bootcamp. And that is where I teach you how to heal spiritually, mentally, and physically. Now, I use this as a checks and balance, because in order for you to accomplish things and find out what a trigger and create a boundary, first you need to acknowledge what it is. Then you need to release whatever the negative self-talk or negativity that's with it. You need to release it, right? Then you need to practice things. Maybe it's deep breathing. Maybe it's learning how to disconnect. Whatever it is, you need to practice. And then inner explore, which is to self-reflect. You got to self-reflect. Why did this happen to you? Why did you allow this into your life, right? And then empower yourself, right? You tell yourself, I am who I say I am. Or you empower yourself, you did good, I'm so proud of you. You are not who you were yesterday. So let's talk about it. So the RPI, A for acknowledge. I want you to understand and acknowledge that and say this, and this is a question for you. Am I becoming the woman I want to be? Or are you just thinking about it? Are you taking the steps towards it? Or release old habits and old mindsets. Meaning that you want to become this, but I got too much to do. I can't start today. When I feel confident, or man, what if they don't like me? What if I fail? Release that. Practice. Do something your future self would do. The woman that you want to become, do something that she would do. Where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a teacher, a mentor, someone that shows up in love, as peace, a comforter? Listen, as a leader, women in leadership, it's not always about a mic and talking. I teach about the women in the Bible, leadership through the women in the Bible. I teach that on my YouTube. My YouTube is Chat with Coach Nye. Go check it out. And what I teach over there is the different characters of the women in the Bible, how it showed their leadership. And I always bring up Ruth, because Ruth's leadership trait was just her character. That was it. That was her leadership trait. She never bragged about who she was. That was her leadership trait. Deborah, she was appointed, right? God, through God, her strength, the type of faith that she had when it came to God, that faith that she had was her leadership. She believed wholeheartedly. That was her leadership, right? So I, for inner explorer, what does the next version of me look like? Reflect on that. Do a self-reflection. What does it look like? And E for empower. I am becoming her. Believe that. I don't do affirmations over here. I do declarations. Let me explain to you why I do declarations. Why I don't do affirmations. Affirmations is something that you say over and over, and you have to believe it to be so. You have to believe it. You have to become it, right? A lot of people never get to the part of believing because they don't know how to believe. I do declarations over here because I declare it to be so. I decree and declare it to be so. And that's what it's going to be so, because I'm going to put in the effort, right? To make sure it's so. So I give you 3 journaling prompts. You can journal all 3, or you can just pick one and journal it on your own. Describe the woman you want to become. Journal that. Describe the woman you want to become. 2, what habits does she have? The woman you want to become, what are her habits? What habits does she have? Okay? And then 3, what mindset does she have? So let's break it down. Describe the woman you want. I want to be a woman that just stands on her word, a healer. I want to heal other people by, showing love, right? So what's the habits of that? I got to be in meditation most of the day, probably, because I need to be more connected and mindful. I need to make sure that my mind is clear. I need to self-regulate, right? So what habits does she have? I'm meditating. I love you more. Meditate. My mindset is calm. My mindset is on looking for the solution, a healthier solution, right? Not speaking negative talk, challenging the negative talk, things like that. So that's that. Now, what is your homework? Your homework is do something that woman would do. Who you imagine yourself to be, I want you to do something she would do. That's your homework. Do something she would do. Thank y'all for the likes, shares, and the follow. If I haven't told y'all that, thank you so much. I'm very appreciative. If you haven't followed, go ahead and follow. I got a lot of great information for you after this, okay? So let's do our declaration. I want y'all to repeat after me. Y'all ready? I know you is. All right, here we go. I am becoming the woman. Wait a minute, stop. Put a pin in that. Because I have men on here. So instead of saying woman, go ahead and say men. I ain't going to leave y'all out. Let's go. I am becoming the woman I desire to be. I change my habits, my mindset, my environment, and my standards. I show up as her daily. I am evolving. Okay? Now, your scripture for this, everybody know I love Proverbs 31. I'm starting in verse 10 all the way to 31. But, yeah, I know I love it. Proverbs 31, 25, 31. Let's talk about it. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instructions is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household, and and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you suppress them all. You suppress them all, okay? Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Okay? That is that. So that is Proverbs 31, 25 through 31. Okay? So listen, I appreciate you guys for coming in. I am Coach Nye. I do the Lead Her Morning Show daily at 9:30, coming in at 9:30, unless I have a meeting. But this is where I am, and here is where I teach leadership. The whole purpose of everything that I do is to teach people. The Trinity of Fitness Bootcamp is for everyone, men and women. The Lead Her movement is for women because I want to teach other women how to get to where I am today. Meaning that learning how to trust again, learning how to trust other women, to be friends with other women, learning how to create boundaries, learning your self-worth, learning the things and bringing back sisterhood and unity. That's what my job is. And so I take it very seriously. Getting you away from what the trending says. The trending world says, what? Sis, Fran? That means I'm just going with the trend. And I'm going to call you that instead of saying her, she. I'll say sis, and it just sounds more relatable. The enemy will package up anything to make it sound good, so therefore you think you're doing a good thing, but yet he can still do his work. Because the same person that call you sis today will be the same person that stab you in the back tomorrow. Because sis means nothing. Sister means everything. Do you understand? We came from the same father. So therefore you are my sister. It ain't no, well, by blood, no. We came from the same father. You are my sister. So if I have a problem with you, we're going to have a conversation. But what I'm teaching you is how to have those tough conversations. You grew up in a household where you talk loud. And people, it seemed like you arguing, but you just talk loud to express your point because you're passionate about getting it. I understand the world told you was an angry black woman, but that's not what it is. You're just passionate about getting it out because you don't know how to articulate it or get it out. And that's what my classes are about, is teaching us. It doesn't matter what race you are, it's how to come together as women. Not come together because, like the one, what's going on now. You voted the president in, now you want everybody to help you get him out. No, that's your beef. My thing is us coming together not because of one cause of something's not going right? It's because for the overall world, teaching us to come together. This is how we're supposed to be a unity. Sisters are supposed to be a unity. Do you understand? It is no way that our children should be growing up in this world that they are feeling hopeless. First off, they shouldn't even be kids and stressed out. These kids are stressed out. They 10 and stressed the hell out. I wasn't stressed out, baby. I was outside. I got up early in the morning, grabbed my bike, and I was gone. You ain't seeing me till the street lights come on. I was out of there. I was a tomboy. Baby, I'm out. But it's this right here. It's no reason that it should be all this, how do I say it without getting kicked out of TikTok? KILLING. Shouldn't be all of this going on in this world with us as sisters coming together. Listen, every son, I don't care who it is scared of their mama. Right now, if I go to a police officer, he have my son, and if I get to going off, that police officer going to step back like, okay, mama's mad. Because it's something about that respect of a woman, a mother. So there's no reason our children should be lost if we were like this. But we too busy grabbing our phone. We too busy grabbing our phone. We too busy talking about everybody. We too busy doing everything else but coming together to help that child or help that person or help that mother. Guess what? She may have had a lot of kids. She may have had a lot of kids. But at the end of the day, who was there to teach her that it wasn't right? The hustle and the things that you go through. So as women, we come together, meaning that if this one is into it with this one, if I don't come together, us as sisters, to have that conversation with them, to allow them to express themselves and understand what it is, then this will fall apart and it all crumbles. And that's what happened in this world. So sisters, this is what I'm teaching sisterhood, a sisterhood framework. And with the Lead Her Movement Network, that's what that's about. So May 19th, I will have the founding members. Listen, y'all done got me in tears now. I will have the founding members opening up so you guys can join. And that's where I'll be teaching. I'll be going live. I'll be doing personal training. I'll be doing everything. That'll be my actual 9 to 5 where I will be at. It is like a social media, except for it's you can post on there. You're going to have your profile. You can post on there. But it's everything to help you fix you. Listen, if I can keep you so focused on you, you don't have time for nonsense. Therefore, you can't help but grow. I'm the coach that's going to save the world. In order to save the world, I have to teach you how to heal. I have to. The network is up. I just haven't put the link out yet because this is just so real to me. It's so real to me. So thank you for the follow. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the share. So yeah. So every morning I'll be teaching here. So don't miss that. Follow me. If you haven't followed, go ahead and follow. Share it out for other people to follow so they won't miss out on this. My YouTube is Chat with Coach Now. I ask that you guys go and subscribe and hit the notification bell because every Sunday I do a leadership through Women of the Bible. I teach that. And I also teach the Power Within leadership course. And I got a lot of different playlists that I teach over there. So I go live over there. So hit the notification bell so you won't miss it. My website, tofbootcamp.com. tofbootcamp.com. That is where you can book a life coaching session right now. You can book the life coaching session, get workout programs. You can get whatever it is that you need over there. And if you want the RPI reflection guide, a reflection card, you can get the RPI reflection card. It's under my shop. It's free. Just download it. Or you can go under my blogs. I got a lot of workbooks and different things under my blogs that you can download too. Go check it out. So it's tofbootcamp.com. Get on the subscriber email list. So therefore you'll get notification when the Lead Her Movement Network is up and running and ready for you guys to log in. Because the first 20 people that come on is going to get the founder membership. That's what you will pay every month for the year. It's going to be way cheaper than everybody else's rate. But that's what we'll do that at. So go subscribe over there. Also here on TikTok. On TikTok, group me, all my social media accounts, okay? On all my social media accounts, I do homework assignments. So here, I got the playlist of this week's homework assignment. Check out the playlist. Listen, you don't have to like it. You don't have to comment. All I ask is that you share it because there's someone else out there that needs it, okay? And that's one of the things as sisters we're learning it. Now I have the Trinity Owners United. The Trinity Owners United, I'm doing a soft touch. I'm just trying it on this platform to see, am I going to keep it on a platform? I keep it off the platform. Now, it is called Trinity Owners Unite. Every Friday, I come in and I open up my platform. I teach first, and then I open up my platform for you to showcase all small business owners, small content creators, so you can come on and introduce you to a new audience, and you can promote your stuff. Because in that, I'm teaching us how to pay it forward, how to support each other without that feeling of jealousy or that feeling of, gatekeeping. No, we have to, women, we got to change the world, okay? Men are going to be men. It's a man out there right now that is teaching other men how to change the world. I'm not trying to change the entire world. I'm trying to change this world, okay? This is where you live every day. This is your body. This is where you live every day. These are your thoughts. This is where your thoughts live every day. So the ones that want change, I am trying to change your world. Teach you how to change your world. So I really appreciate you guys coming on. I got to go do my training. I'm working on some new workout programs. I'm always doing workout programs. And so I got to do my training for the day and close out some things. So if no one told you today, I'm telling you now, I love you and I'm so proud of you. Check out my podcast. I just put a new episode out about finding your way back to you. My podcast is Chat with Coach Nye. It's on all streaming platforms. It is on Amazon. Let me start over. My book, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart website. My podcast is on Amazon. It's on iHeart. It's on Pandora. It's on all streaming platforms. My podcast is Chat with Coach Nye. So go download that. Subscribe to my YouTube. My Linktree, the link is in my bio. Everything is Chat with Coach Nye. Find me, download, subscribe, follow me here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I taught this class Saturday because I didn't think I was going to be here this week. Remember, I was going to be out. But I'm going to teach it again for the ones that missed it. So we're going to do, tomorrow is the weekly reflection. We're going to reflect back on everything that we learned and where are we, okay? And if you missed this episode, it will be housed on my YouTube, Chat with Coach Nye. So all the other ones I finally was able to put all the rest of them up there. It let me do it. So you guys go check them out if you missed any of the episodes. Listen, no one told you today. I'm telling you now. I love you and I'm so proud of you. And remember to pour into yourself before you pour into others. Coach Nye out.